That's right. Thank you so much, World War II fan. Appreciate that. If you've not watched the new Top Gun Maverick, you need to because it is amazing. But yeah, just let's see what happened. The last time I streamed, I was going to go on break for Christmas. And we did that. And then my family ended up going on vacation to Walt Disney World because my mom always wanted to go there. And then while I was down there, the happiest place on earth decided to give me COVID. And the first half of the trip was amazing. The back few days were awful. And this past week, I bet I've slept 80% of the time. I've just been awful, just sick from this. It tore my allergies up. I'm still like, I've had nosebleeds, and I've never had nosebleeds before. So it's been an interesting, couple of weeks, to say the least. So yes, apologies for all that, but hopefully we're back. Hopefully I can get back to recording and getting everything going on the channel. I usually do take a little break between New Year's. Hey, all right, let's go. Z Striker coming in. 67 months. Thank you so much, my friend. I do appreciate that. The longest running subscriber, everybody. Thank you. But yeah, I am definitely trying to just feel like a human being again. So it's going to take a while to get back into all this. And I'm just now taking down my Christmas stuff at the house. So that should tell you everything you need to know about my life. Is I got all the ornaments down. I got all the dishes put up. I got most of the stuff ready to go back out in the garage. I've still got lights on the tree. And the star is still on the tree. So I'm just not quite there yet. So yes, slowly but surely I'm becoming human again. But yeah. Hey, Mad Martin, what's going on? So we'll see how long I can last today by streaming this. I've missed playing it. I won't lie. The only thing I've really played this past week where I've been sick, is Stardew Valley. I started a new farm on that. I've been playing on that, and then obviously World of Warcraft, but that's been about it. And I didn't even play it that much. I took 2 weeks off of World of Warcraft because I didn't feel good. I went for milk and cigarettes and never came back. I went to scout a player in Peru and just, never come back. So, all right. So we need to figure out where in the world we are in this world of the Drakes. I know we've got a season ongoing. Hey, and you're thinking like, oh man, it's good to see you again, because if so, you're right. That's right. I have that way. Let me tell you, I was very shocked when I got sick at Disney. Like, I literally woke up. I mean, this is Florida, so it was like 80 degrees, 70 degrees at night. I woke up, the people in the room with me that were staying with my family, I woke them up because I was having a fever so high, my teeth were chattering in my sleep, and my teeth chattering woke them up. And obviously down there, they don't have like extra blankets and stuff. So I literally had to like put on like the only warm clothes that I had, like was a pair of jeans. And then I had like a long sleeve shirt like this. And I just wrapped myself up in the blanket, which was a sheet and a thin comforter down there. And I sweat for the next like 3 days. Just, that was my end of Disney trip, was sweating because I just didn't feel good. And I was so feverish. All right, so we've got 6 days for our next match coming up. So that gives us 6 days to kind of get things back in order and figure out what we're doing. So that's kind of good. And let's look at our competitions. So we're sitting at 15th right now, so that's not bad. We're still kind of close, which we knew this season was going to be rough in League One. I expected a couple of seasons in League One before we tried to make a push to go up. especially since we're rebuilding our scouting and trying to learn. I've still not got any better at scouting on this game. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, the Carabao Cup, we've got Stoke on next month, so about a month away, and then the FA Cup we enter on the 5th of November. So 2 of those things kick out next month. Scouting wise right now, it looks like we're just doing futures. And we're looking for midfielders. I really don't know what to do. Like, I've been watching some of the big people who are trying to, like, that are usually really good at putting out scouting videos for FM. And none of them's really saying anything like groundbreaking. They're just kind of like, here's kind of what I'm doing. And then they know like the players to go after because they're already playing in like the Premier League, or, you know, they find certain hidden gems, which maybe that's what we're going to have to do, is just invest in our youth platform going forward. But I don't think we have the money for that right now. Hey, Sir James, how are you doing? Yeah, we're 716,000 in the tube, so hopefully we can start making some of that back. We'll just have to see. Our team as a whole, Leyburn and Smith. I think we tried this last time, but we've been running this one. I feel like that messed it up a little bit, so we'll let them practice a little bit on this one. Playing with 2 strikers. If we do 2 strikers up front, we don't really have anybody else that can come in and like do that unless we pull up a winger. Personaliza. Why does this say personaliza? Why is it different? This is very defensive. I have no idea what I was doing there. That's like super attacking. So I have no idea what that is, Sir James. You're recovering from that, and I'm recovering from COVID, so. So hopefully we can make some money. Probably should have thrown a friendly in here. Just to what if we could make some money off a friendly here? Ah. Is that the thing where I see all the videos where they're pulling out the big long things? I always felt like my sinuses needed work on them. Manning fired by MK Dons. That's who we play next. Liam Manning has been dismissed from his job at Milton Keynes Dons. His departure is thought to have been triggered by the club's poor league position. Wow. So they fired a coach like real quick. I really don't know what to do with the recruiting right now. I mean, these are 15 to 21-year-olds, so that's looking for future people. The midfield, we're looking for older people who could play. That's crazy, Sir James. So what is it supposed to fix precisely? So NK Dons is in the relegation zone, so I guess that makes sense why they fired their guy. So hopefully, since they're coachless, we can get a win against them and get some points. Matt Robinson is injured. That's not good. He's a backup. Oh, only 1 to 3 days. Arthur Reed, though. Okay, we need our guys to kind of calm down a little bit. Let's go into tactics and get set up for this next. So Leyburn, Hamilton, and Bennett up front. Sarula. I think I'll give Shane Flynn the start on this next one. He's kind of concerned about his playtime. Lembakisa or Kinsella. Your septum is bent or deviated to make snoring worse, and turbulent reduction should help reduce chronic sinus infections. I've had sinus problems since I was a little kid, so yeah, I think we had a little bit of an interesting mix-up on goalkeepers last time. I'm going to start Coleman this next game, and we'll see what happens. Hey, Mika Billion, what's going on?
Hello there.
Hey, it's Henry VIII. That's a cool badge. Henry VIII, I am. I could play Henry VIII. Drake FC going into this game as slight underdogs, even though they have the home advantage over leaderless MK Dons. That's sad. I was married to the widow next door. She was married 7 times before. By his preseason hopes of top half finish in the league, MK Dons currently find themselves 21st place of the League One table. The confrontation between two struggling teams is unlikely to be pretty, but do you think FC can win it? I'm confident as long as we stick to our game plan. Can your Drake FC pile on the misery for the leaderless? It was a surprise to learn that Liam left that it's possible that it could affect their players. Can you talk about rumors linking you with Tranmere's Reese McEllier? I don't know anything about him, so we'll scout him. Nothing to do with us. We got one of the poorest defensive records. You've got one of the poorest defensive records in the division. So maybe that's what we need to scout is some defense, and improve our defense. Yeah, a lot of the players I signed for center back positions, they are not playing well. I'll say we've just been unlucky. I can't throw my players under the bus. You struggle for form at home for a while. Are you able to put a finger on the reason why? I think there's a lot of pressure on the players. The board wants a draw, and the fans are expecting a draw. But fans want us to sneak a win. The board thinks that MK Dons is going to get the win. Well, that's nice. I'm glad. I'm glad they're against me. All right. Bring him up here. And I think we're in good shape. All right, let's see if we can start back streaming again with a big W. We are coming off a win. They are coming off a loss, but they had 2 wins. We're fairly even. $18 to get in here to Jack White Stadium. Expecting a win today. Okay, we motivated 2 players. I just don't got that killer instinct that I used to have. We'll see what happens. All right, who they got? Barry and Issa up front. Jackson Smith, McEachran, Burns, Harvey, Lewington, O'Hora, Lawrence, and Jamie Cumming. We do got Joel Coleman starting in goal today, though Jack Jaycock is usually our starter, but before we went on our little break, because Jaycock was really crapping the bed, and we need some points. All right, we'll get things kicked underway. MK Dons and the Grays, the Drakes in the blue and greens. We'll play down the side. Kinsella will cut that off, and we'll go back in with action here. We're near their box. They'll play that forward. Williams puts it back up to Flynn. Shane Flynn getting in there today. Makes a great move through the middle. He runs into the wall, though, and gives up the ball. Good lift will come up with it. Kinsella, great pass to Bennett. Bennett in there. Layburn puts it in for the goal. That's what we like to see. The Drakes go up in the first 4 minutes of the game, 1-0. Great ball movement there. And yes, that is a V8 Energy. I found it in the garage, and I needed some kind of go-go boost. What a pass from Janelle Bennett there to Miles Layburn. And Kinsella, great pass there. Yes, definitely onside. Put it in there. 1-0. Let's go. Praise the entire team, make them feel good about themselves. Throw in here, Hartridge. Sends it over in Kirby. Kirby tries to pass it to the ref. What a terrible turnover there. And there'll be the counterattack here. Our defense scrambling to get back. We'll play it up to Burns. We are still playing chase. Our defense is just sluggish. Good defense there from Flynn. Robinson comes out with it. Plays it forward. Hits Miles Layburn. Layburn already the goal. Gives up the ball, though. Lawrence over to O'Hora. They'll reset. Try to come back the other way. Lewington. McEachran. Lewington over the top. And Hartridge gets to it. Shane Flynn will get that. Plays it up. Hamilton, the lone star. Hamilton looking. Makes a good move. Micah Hamilton looking around. Pulls it back. Hits Flynn. Flynn crosses it over. He's got Janelle Bennett. Bennett heads it. It's over top of the goal, though. Good effort. It's taking me a bit to get back into this. Kinsella over here on the edge. Finds good lift. Center back in Kirby. Kirby looking for room. His own teammate got in his way. Goes back to Kirby. Robinson. Robinson takes a big shot, and Cumming will have to make a big save on that one, and it'll be a corner for the Drakes. Sir Francis Drake sets up. Flynn sends this one in. Williams is there. It's headed away. Micah Hamilton comes up with it. Hamilton, good move into the box. Hamilton takes a big shot. It's over everything. It's into the blank void of the parking lot. Send this one in. Bennett coming, saving it, falls in. And our center back, Roshan Williams, is going to head that one in. A tactical mistake by the Dons. Kirby sent it in. Bennett hits it, off Cumming, and then it looked like Williams just was there and heads it off of his block. So 2-0. The game going well for us. I knew they're leaderless, and they were kind of disbarred right now, so hopefully we're going to take good advantage of this. We need the points. Bennett, Janelle Bennett, down the wing, looking the cross. He's got Layburn there. Layburn taken down in the box, and surely that's a penalty. The ref does point to the spot, and that is Shane Flynn to take this. I don't know if I like Shane Flynn taking this. I don't think I could change it now. Oh. Flynn puts it in. We'll take it. 3-0 in the 33rd minute. The Drakes enjoying this one today. Guess it's a good thing I started Shane Flynn today. Oh. Precarious free kick. Bennett takes it off the face of the wall. Oh my God, Miles Layburn, you stud. Off the face of the wall, Miles Layburn catches it coming down and just Chuck Norrises it into the back of the net. I did not expect this today. 4-0 as we approach halftime. Uh-oh, we've given up the ball, though. That one's blocked. They'll get a corner on this. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Corner coming in. Chance to get one back here. We'll head that away. Burns does end up with it. He's looking to bring it back. Defense has been playing well today. Now that I've said that, we'll probably give up a goal. And that one's headed away. Let's see if Kinsella can come up with it. Nope, Smith. Matt Smith gets it. Kirby ends up with it. Kirby plays that one forward to Robinson. Matt Robinson up to Miles Layburn. Layburn tries to send it through. It's cut off. And hopefully MK Dons, and they will. They'll limp into the locker room. Lots of yellow cards for them. Nothing but goals for us. Miles Layburn leads it with 2. And, yeah, I really like the way this game's going. Everybody's happy. Yeah, I'm not even, we just have to watch for probably make some subs going on in the second half at some point. We'll get the second half kicked off. Layburn working on a hat trick. We'll see if we can get it for him. With a 4-0 lead, I don't want to take the foot off the gas just yet. You just coach them. You pretty much get players that fit like your criteria that you want. It's like a spreadsheet game. So like Layburn is a player that I went and looked for him because he's got decent finishing, good first touch, and he can head the ball. So I went, and then you look at their pros and cons. He's consistent, he's balanced, and you just kind of got to go by what they are. Like he's got great jumping reach at 6'4", so he's tall. And you just find players to play your tactics. You got to set up the tactics. And obviously other teams will try to go against you. Now, with that said, MK Dons just fired their head coach. So they are kind of, I don't even know what the word is right now. They're like a lame duck team without a leader. They're making a push now. He's the Burns. Burns back to Harvey. Harvey to Smith. Burns looking on the edge. Sends it in. Issa, and that could be a goal. Good stop there. And Goodliff will clear that out, and they'll get a throw in. And that was a great save by Joel Coleman. They have an interim 100%. Yeah, but he's not doing too good today. Hey, AC, how are you doing?
Hello there.
A throw in here. See if we can stop them. They'll pop it up. Dennis trying to look for it. Heads it over, and Coleman will handle that one. Coleman's been doing so much better than Zach Jaycock. Micah Hamilton with the ball here. Plays it out to Flynn. Shane Flynn been playing good minutes today. Robinson plays it up. Miles Layburn trying to get his hat trick, and he is! Oh my God! I cannot believe that. The keeper went to make the stop. His teammate pops it up in the air and it goes past him in a romantic sort of way. And that bounces in. The hat trick for Miles Layburn. $5-0 here in the 61st minute. And they'll come in. They're going to get one back. Louis Berry, his third goal of the season. Good play there. 5-1. I'd say some complacency set in on our team here. Hey, we don't have to pay those bonuses. All right, let's make some subs here. We'll give him a break. You never know, they could come back. There's 30 minutes left in the game. Play it over, and they are looking, and ooh, that one's over the top into the void. Still 5-1. They're making some changes. We're making some changes. Corner for us. Shane Flynn to take this one. Curves it in. Johnson heads it away. We get it. Hamilton. Micah Hamilton on the outside of the box. Does a good move. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Oh, I thought he had it. It could have been 6-1. Ten to play. They go over the top. Burns will head it away. I need to check something. I don't know why he's disappointed I took him out. I just wanted him to get some rest. I've won. They go over the top again. They got three guys in the box. Coleman will knock that one out. Coleman kicks it away. We'll make our last two changes that we're going to make today. Free kick for them. Johnson over the wall. Coleman, God, he's such a stud. We'll get a corner here. 5 to play. This is a good away win for us. Or no, we're at home today. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Coleman, another big stop. We'll get another corner. They are pressuring us here. I mean, the game, I think, is out of hand at this point, but I'd hate to give up like a last-minute effort that looks bad. They keep control of the ball. They've got their whole team forward. That one goes over the top. We'll go ahead and time waste. Oh, I don't like this. Get the ball right back. They're going to play over the top. Burns outruns there, and Coleman will stop that one. Coleman's picking up some stats today. And that's going to be the game. The Drakes are going to come away with a 5-1 win. And the coachless MK Dons look like fish out of water. Let's see. Looking for a save, non-top 5 nations, maybe with a twist. For example, youth only or build. You could do like me. I created this team in FM22, and I recreated it, upgraded a little bit from what we accomplished there. The Drakes are essentially a made from scratch team that I've built from nothing, and we're still trying to build our way up. We're up to League One now, but we've got a long way to go financially and just player wise. That's been the biggest challenge that I think I could have put myself into while I'm still learning the game. So you may want to think about doing something of that nature. Boys put in some extra effort today, help their sick manager feel better. That's right. All right, everybody's happy. That's what we like to see. All right, that also propels us up to 12th. I like to see that. One of my friends bought a house, and she literally just posted a picture online of her in a hard hat working in her house. And I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, I've not wore a hat in my house when I was doing any of the stuff that I did to it. MK Dons does fall to 22nd, so they better get a good manager that could save them. That does give us some more breathing room, 7 points out of relegation. Remember, this year, our goal is to survive and build up some money, but we will definitely take that. Leaderless NK Dons look to be still reeling from the firing of Liam Manning as they lost to Drake FC on a wet afternoon at Jack White Stadium. The highlight of the game was undoubtedly a hat trick from Miles Layburn. Yep. John Biding is their caretaker head coach, as AC36 said earlier. Took several questions. Your team suffered a humiliating defeat. It was a poor performance and a poor result. We'll certainly be working on our mistakes. Let's see what they're going to ask me. That was a really impressive victory. Some head coaches might look to give the team a rest from training after that. Is that something you'll do? They deserve one after that. I'm definitely not going to deny them. Say that particular final score was on the cards would have been an exaggeration. Just how pleased are you with the outcome? We did a great job. We got the job done. Must be pleased with the result. As that sees us shoot up the table. It's always nice to be doing well. Let's hope it continues. Then Miles Layburn's early go shaped the way. It was keen for us to get off on a good start, and he did that. I am delighted when Miles Layburn gets a hat trick. Give him a good handshake. Superb in front of goal. 18-year-old getting hat tricks. Yeah. You know, did we buy him? We actually own him, I think, right? Because he's not on. Yeah, we're paying him big bucks. I would say somebody would come after him at some point. He's got a 575,000 thing, so we'll just have to see. Okay, going to scouting. I did want to set this up. Let's set another. We need to look for defenders. Let's get a little bit older. All right, we got a friendly coming up where we're going to make some money off that and play some of our other players. And then we got Derby County, League One. Wickham has fired Ainsworth. Lots of firings happening right now. Layburn has received $7,250 for reaching a target of 10 league goals this season. Yep, that's money well spent. The only other player, let's put Zach Jaycock in here. Play this. And Williams, Hawkins, Dwyer. See, Man City leading the Premier League. La Liga is Real Madrid. Rennes over PSG right now. That's a shock. La Flamingo, FC Bayern, Inter Milan, Porto, and then River. I don't remember if I gave the players that day off or not. I hope it automatically did that. Robertson, our midfielder, and Miles Layburn make it to the team of the week. Got some players coming off injuries. We won 4-0. Good. Jaden Smith got a hat trick, and then Amari Miller got a goal. They had a player sent off at the end of the game. Drake FC fans sang the praises of their heroes at Jack White Stadium. All right, Darby County coming up next. Actually, should probably pay attention to our calendar. And throw in some of those ever so often. Though we do got 17th, 18th, 9th, and 24th coming up, and 20th. So 4 of those 5 are against bottom of the teams. We should be coming out with points, and then we'll start our FA Cup rounds and stuff like that. That's going to be interesting. Everybody sit back. I wonder why he's still got that slight concern. He's been playing a lot. Layburn, Hamilton, Bennett. Where's our boys here? We'll let Reed play, and Kirby will come in. I did see some of our players in the back that had developed negative traits around each other, I think. I'm a little bit worried about that. Recruitment focus completed. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get this guy. Good natural fitness on this kid. He doesn't really have the stuff. This kid's got some good, especially physicals. Put him on the list. Manchester City's Pep Guardiola is not happy about Hamilton because he's playing left wing instead of right wing. Okay, he's okay with him playing the other way. That's fine. We go into this game with a chance of walking away something of favorites against Derby, even though we're the away team. Excellent. Derby have been disappointed in the League One so far this season. They're a very good team. They have a lot of good players. We have to be careful. Relegation favorites, Cheltenham Town are also in action. I think they get the right players. We'll see what happens with them. Your team looks well on course to realize the long-term objectives set out. I don't want us to let up now. We got to keep playing. We put together quite the run. I think it's the way we're set up at Linz. How important is players like Janelle Bennett are ultra consistent? Nothing more important than players being consistent. All right, Williams and have played fairly poorly when paired or not good partnership in their selected roles. I really don't know what to do.